Good evening, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And for this evening, we'll be discussing shrinkflation. I know some of you are probably familiar with terms, while others, this is practically new for you. But this has been happening for the last 50, 60 years, ever since the 60s. You remember some of those like old commercials with the cheeseburgers and fries and all of these different products were these large sizes, right? They even used shrinkflation in fast food restaurants like your Burger Kings, your McDonald's, your Wendy's, where you're looking at the board as you're going up to order and you see this big juicy burger with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, all the special toppings that you guys absolutely love. Then when you get around to the window and get your bag, the burger is about that big. But on that picture, it's about that big. And sometimes the pictures say, we enlarge the image for accuracy of detailing of the meat. They have all these excuses why they do certain things, but of course, that's the fine print that you guys may never know. Shrinkflation. Shrinkflation. A lot of you guys, again, may not be familiar with that terminology, but again, it's been happening for a very, very long time. And it's important for you to understand this, family, because it affects what? It affects your bottom line. It affects your money. It affects how you go about your life. It affects essentially everything you have going on when it comes to buying produce and products and even services with your money. But see, if you're not aware of these things, you're going to fall into the money trap. You're going to fall into these companies getting over on you. Now, some of you like, what are we to do with these companies who are potentially frauding us, having us to pay not the same price, but more for less? See, it's up to the consumer to know these things and either move to a different product or petition to that particular product that you may like and let them know that you're not going to stand for it. But let me tell you something. The best thing that you can do is move to another product, because more times than not, those products are going to come back with the same size, most likely, hopefully, at the same price. Now, of course, dealing with inflation, and we understand that inflation right now, family, is at 9.1%. Automatically, things cost more. But let me tell you this. Just because things cost a little bit more does not mean that you should be decreasing the product. You should not be decreasing the product. Now, again, for you guys who are not familiar with shrinkflation, I think it's important that we break it down even more so than we already have, and we'll get right back to it. So shrinkflation is the practice of reducing the size of a product while maintaining its sticker price. But they're going further. They're reducing the size of the product, as you saw in the thumbnail, like a bag of Doritos. They're reducing the size of the product and increasing the price. And it states here, raising the price per given amount is a strategy employed by companies mainly in the food and beverage industries to stealthily boost profit margins or maintain them in the face of rising input costs or the rising of inflation. Now, they call it a strategy. I called it fraud, because these are things they don't let you know about, right? These are things, what if you went to the pump and they say it's $4 a gallon for a gallon of gas. It's $4 for a gallon of gas, and you end up paying $4 for a liter of gas. And then they changed the unit of measure on the gas tank, but they didn't let you know. So automatically, as an American, you're thinking, hey, I'm getting gallons of gas, not liters. So you paid $50 to fill up your 5 Series BMW. Now you're paying $125. Like, wait a minute. It was $4 last week and it took me $53. Is that fraud? Is that being stealthy? It's a cheat. It's a fraud. But nonetheless, let's go to some of the products that you guys may not be aware of that has to do with shrinkflation. Now, this story has been blowing up all across the internet about Gatorade because a lot of people drink Gatorade. And it says here that Gatorade with 4 ounces less than an older bottle. The newer bottle is a little bit slimmer, 32 ounces down to 28 ounces. And some of you may say, oh man, that's nothing. This 4 ounces. No, when we're talking about millions and billions of drinks being reduced to down by 4 ounces, this company is not only saving millions and billions of dollars, they are continuing to make billions of dollars. No company is doing shrinkflation in order to maintain the same profit margins. No, they are reducing the amount of product and increasing the price to increase profits, not maintain. What business you know are like, you know what? We're not into making money. We're just into maintaining money. No business at all. Why in the hell would a company want to maintain prices because of inflation? No, they're taking this opportunity to take you to the bank. Good evening, Jermaine Anderson. Nice to see you, brother. These likes are free. Thank you, brother. And they say it's here, little certain items that you may have in your home, like a Kleenex. It says that it has 60 tissues. A few months ago, it was 65 tissues. And I know a lot of you guys like, okay, semantics. No, family. When you go around your house and you seeing that you have less toilet paper, less Kleenex, less Gatorade, less this, less ounces of meat for the same, or most of the time, the prices are increased. And they're going to blame inflation. Here's the thing. They know most people, they're not going to look at the ounces. Most people, they're not going to look at the grams. Most people, they're not going to look at the unit of measure of that item, especially if this is a popular item that you've always been buying. You're not going to look at it, family. You're going to be like, they changed the Gatorade bottles. Let me go get me a case of Gatorade. But each one of those Gatorades have 4 ounces less. Wouldn't you like to know that? Now, let's take, for instance, a glass of wine is 6 ounces. Believe it or not, when they pour that wine in your glass, a glass of wine is 6 ounces. What if they gave you 3 ounces? What if you went to the restaurant and they gave you 3 ounces of wine? Wouldn't you make notice? But see, what they do here, they put it in a newer bottle and they make it shapely so your eyes are not essentially depicting the difference in the amount of ounces. This is fraud. They're using what they already know through time and time again over the past 60 years of using shrinkflation, changing the quality, changing the quantity, changing the actual size of items, and increasing the price and making it look pretty in order to take your money. Case in point, before, what's the name of that sugar? Corn syrup. Before corn syrup, family, they were using real sugar. They was using real cane sugar. Then they started to use corn fructose or fructose corn syrup. Yeah, fructose corn syrup because it's cheaper. They created that sugar in the lab because they can mass produce it for a very, very low price, mass produce it for very cheaply. And they started to put that junk in your sodas. They started to put that junk in your juice, and you're drinking it and your kids are drinking it. And you're wondering why this generation, the last generation, a lot of the generations are freaking fat. It all goes back down to shrinkflation, believe it or not. For companies wanting to make a larger profit while they spend less. At one point in time in America, products were quality. Other countries used to come to America and deal large contracts for our products because they know they was getting quality. Now people just go to China. because America is not even better in some products than China. We went from fructose corn syrup, okay? Now they're using sugar additives like aspartame and all of these other artificial sugars because it's cheaper to produce, still make your drink sweet. And guess what these things call? Cancer. We understand that sugar feeds cancer, especially the artificial kind, which causes cancer. I'm just giving you some correlation. I'm giving you direction of some of these things. Also, it states here that Chobani Flip's yogurts have shrunk down from 5.3 ounces to 4.5 ounces. And some Dawn detergents now has a half ounce less. And see, here's the thing. A lot of you are not noticing this. If you guys go and eat certain yogurts or certain treats and knickknacks and snacks, you're just grabbing the size. You're not even noticing that the packaging may be smaller. You're not even noticing that some of the ingredients may be different. You're not noticing these things, and they know that, and they're taking advantage of people. See, they like to word things like this, family. They want to word it very professionally. Shrinkflation is the practice of reducing the size of a product while maintaining its sticker price. Raising the price per given amount is a strategy. They say it's a strategy. No, it's fraud. It's scamming the American people. It's scamming people from around the world. Actually, a lot of Western countries are doing this, but they saying it's a strategy. No, it's not. It's scamming people. It says a strategy employed by companies, mainly in the food and beverage industries, to stealthy boost profit margins. No. It's not just in the food and beverage industry, family. No, it's in services too. During a time of inflation, a lot of people start to scam. A lot of people start to fraud in the service and product industry. What if you went to your local car wash? What if you went to your local car wash and you knew that washing your car of a basic wash was $8? And next thing you know, you come back, it's $8.23. And you're like, okay, it's not a big deal, right? But little by little, all of these things contribute to a large amount of money that's coming out of your pocket each and every month. It's very important for you to start note of these things. Now, me and my wife and I, we shop at Costco's, and when she come home, sometime we're counting our calories, trying to lose the weight, and we're looking at products and stuff. And I'm really trying to notice, is there a difference? Because at the end of the day, if you're spending more money getting less product, would that make sense at? Where does it make sense that you're spending more and getting less? Now, in this particular economy, inflation again is at 9.1%. We understand that the supply is down, as they say, and the demand is up. Now, this has to be very, very interesting to a lot of people. All of these food and beverage and service prices are going up, but gas is going down. Inflation was at 8.6 and it rose to 9.1%, but gas is going down. Shouldn't gas go up? I'm just trying to make it make sense, family, because in the world of economics, let me show you something here. In order to understand some of these things, it's very, very powerful how this country operates, because a lot of people don't understand that America is a monetary sovereign. Because a lot of you're looking at the debt calculator. Every now and again, I pop up the debt calculator and I show you the trillions of dollars that America is in debt. Yeah, you guys want to see that? Let me see if I can pop that up here very, very quickly, because it's going to give you some contrast here. A lot of you should be asking, how are we operating as a country and we're so far in debt? We're trillions of dollars in debt. Give me 1 second here. Let me make sure I get this, family. Here we go. This is important. I see I'm lagging a little bit. Please stay with me. Here's the debt calculator. We are $30 trillion in debt. The last time which is just a couple of months ago that I showed you this, we was $27 trillion in debt. How is America operating? Now, I want you to look at the national debt at 30 trillion and a half. Then I want you to come over to the U.S. federal tax revenue at 4 trillion, the total state revenue at 2 trillion, and then the U.S. gross domestic product at $23 trillion. Now, if I just did some simple math of subtracting the amount of revenue or the gross domestic product, the GDP, from the national debt, we're still in debt anywhere from what? $2 to $4 trillion. How, as a company, we are operating? That's because we are a monetary sovereign. I don't want to lose you guys. All this has to do with the economy. All this has to do with shrinkflation. This is going to be very, very popular if you don't already know. But let me again help you to understand what a monetary sovereign is. Now, they're going to give you some jargon here. I want to make sure I don't go to Wikipedia. But I'm going to blow this one up too, family, so you guys can see this. A monetary sovereign. Sovereign money is legal tender on hand or on account, as well as mobile source. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's see here. That's not a good definition. I hate to go to, here we go. What are monetary sovereign countries? Monetary sovereign governments is the US, the UK, Japan, Australia, etc. Mostly Western and Asian countries. Okay, never default on bonds and securities in their own currency. Well, technically they choose to, but only out of incompetence or malice, but never necessary. The term sovereign money denotes the portion of a currency issued by a central bank or national monetary authority which is not made up of debt. Cash is another term often used to describe sovereign money. Basically, in a nutshell, what this is saying, don't matter how many definitions I read, that America controls its own money. That is why America can continue to give money to Ukraine. That's why America can continue to send money to foreign nationals, these foreign countries, and we can continue not to lose value of the American dollar. A lot of you, what's going to happen to my tax dollars? My tax dollars are going to Ukraine. My tax dollars are going to this group of people and that group and that fund and that slush and this, that, and the other. And how is the amount of money in America not devaluing? How is that possible? How is inflation at 9.1%? Everything is more expensive, but somehow they figure out how to lower the gas price per barrel. How? I would like to believe sometimes that the American government is scamming itself. Like we have all these different entities, all these different parties. I feel like it's just a big scam. It's very fraudulent. How can everything be more expensive but gas goes down? We're pumping more oil all of a sudden? I hope you guys understand what I'm getting at here. I really do. Let's move on though. I'm gonna go basic with this one. Now, if you go to Domino's to get your chicken wings, you probably want to change that. But nonetheless, some of you do, you order your pizza. They saying that Domino's now 10-piece boneless wing down to 8 wings. But you're paying the same amount of money. Don't forget that. So you're getting less product, but you're paying more. It also states here, takeout restaurant still charges the same $8 carry-out price it did for the 10-piece size. So it's still charging the same amount of money, but you're getting less chicken wings. Okay? Now, here's some other ones. For you coffee drinkers out there, Folgers has gone from a 51-ounce container to 43.5-ounce container. They say it's here that the coffee company said the containers still make up to 400 cups because they're using new technology that produces a lighter, weighter coffee bean. Family, they've been messing with your food a very long time. Now they're trying to tell you, because of technology, they're using lighter coffee beans. They're using technology to make coffee way lighter. I mean, this is ridiculous when you really think about it. Okay. I see my buddy Stephen Gardner here. Nice to see you, sir. They said they are rioting in Panama and Sri Lanka because of inflation and food issues. Yes, this is worldwide. This is worldwide. Procter and Gamble, a very old company that makes all sorts of house apparatuses for your kitchen and other parts of your home. P&G says it changed its Pro V curl from 12 fluid ounces to 10.4 fluid ounces and still charges $4 for a smaller bottle. And when the Associated Press asked him about the price discrepancy, it did not respond. Why would you respond to fraud? Why would you respond when somebody is catching you in a scam? That's why these companies don't say anything. Have you noticed Gatorade hasn't come out, Folgers hasn't come out, Procter and Gamble hasn't come out? And I'm not picking on these companies because this is across the entire spectrum of different companies with their different products. I'm a big Costco buyer because, wife and I would shop at Costco. I'm gonna start looking at the Kirkland brand. I'm like, hold up, that was 3 ounces last month. Down it's 1 ounce. Yeah, we're gonna get real petty with it because at the end of the day, they're making millions and billions of dollars, giving you less product while you spend more. And in some cases, family, you're not getting the same quality. You're not getting the same quality. They're using inferior ingredients to make some of your food now. I gave you a good example when it came to back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s when they're making Coca-Cola, they were using sugar cane. Now they're using all types of sweeteners and fructose corn syrup because they can mass produce it very, very cheaply in a lab. You guys know this. I know you guys know this. Where we at? I don't know why that went there, but let's move on. And here's some headlines from around different news agencies. They're talking about the difference in all of these products. They have examples, how products on the shelves are getting smaller. And they talk about you can blame shrinkflation, or you can blame these companies being fraudulent. These companies scam the American people. Tips for fighting shrinkflation amid soaring grocery prices. So now we got to come up with methodologies. We have to come up with strategies so the companies that we buy these products for, the companies that we invest our money with, these companies that we trust with our hard work and money, we got to come up with strategies to get the most out of them being fraudulent and scamming us. Make it make sense for me, family. I'm just putting this on notice. I totally am. Let's see some of these products that they have here. Some of these products you may be buyers of, right? They said that cornflakes, see how they make the box the exact same printing, but it's just a tad bit smaller. It says 21% smaller. And if you look at the bottom of the left box, the larger box says that it's 760 grams, while the other box to the left is 600 grams, and they both family size. They both sugar-wise, they both had 3 grams. Let's move on. And this is one of my products that I absolutely love, family. A lot of you guys love the Simply products, right? Because they kind of make a really good quality product. They add sugars, usually like sugar cane. They don't put a lot of additives in it. But they're even doing it too. One of the brands I like. It says here that they have gone from 64 ounces to 59 ounces to 52 ounces over the years. How can they get away with this? Very, very easy. They went down from 64 to 59. They make sure that the bottle looks the same, or they make it wider to seem like it holds more content, right? It holds more liquid. And then once you get used to that size, they change it again. It's fraud. Dove soap shrinks again. 2019, it was 113 grams. 2021, it was 106 grams. And in 2022 is 90 grams. Now, if you want to do in ounces, 2019, it was 4 ounces. 2021, it was 3.75 ounces. And in 2022, it's 3.17 ounces. See, you're getting lesser product for more of a higher price tag. Thank you, Jermaine Anderson. Moving right along, paper towels. We all use them. It says New Bounty paper towel on the left, Old Bounty on the right. Both packets bought at Costco's. Width is smaller. The towel itself is thinner. So the width is smaller and it also got thinner. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper, I guess. But these are the products that we know and love, family, and we're actually. I don't want to beat the dead horse on this one. You get what I'm getting at. But I want you to notice some of these products, because guess what? If we stop buying these products and we go to a cheaper product, guess what they're going to do? They're going to start increasing because they want a lot of the consumers to come back. Because after a while, right, some of these products, they have billions and billions of dollars in reserves. So it's going to take a large mass of people to stop buying their products before they really start feeling those pain points. Like maybe we should increase it. Maybe we should buy one, get one half off. They're going to start doing all these particular deals. But we, the people, must come together and call this bull crap out and say, no, we're not going to go for this. We're not going for this. We're not going for this. It's happening to everything, and you have to read the fine print. Here we go. 47 more loads, okay, at 53 loads at the bottom right. Same packaging, then it tells you 75% more loads, but you only can get 42 loads on the bottom right. How they do that? The bottle on the left is 40 ounces. The bottle on the right is 32 ounces, but they're telling you you're getting 75% more loads. But if you look at the fine print at the bottom right, you're getting 9. Oh man, you're getting 11 less loads. Tomatoes. Here we go. Let's say I'm using 15-ounce cans of stewed tomatoes. All the cans are now at 14.5%. Cat food. If you guys got cat. Chips. We know we love some chips. Pringles shrinkflation. The left is 200 grams. The middle is 180 grams. And the right is 165 grams. That's why you be seeing Pringles at the dollar store now. I go to the dollar store. Because if you go to the grocery store, your local grocery store to buy Pringles, they're what? Like $1.30 all the way up to like $2 and some change. You go to the dollar store, it's like $1 and some change. Body wash. This is ridiculous. Same price, 35% less products. On the left, you have 591 milliliters, and on the right, you have 384 milliliters. Salad dressing, 14 to 12 ounces. We talked about Folgers. On the left, you see one Folgers can at 11.3 ounces. And on the right, you see it at 9.6 ounces. I want to show you these products, family, because it's important, because it's costing you and your family money if you're not aware. I know a lot of you like your Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Yeah, that went down from 414 milliliters to 500 milliliters. Your Keebler cookies and M&Ms from 17.2 to 4.6 ounces. Oh, your Tide. This is crazy right here, family, because I know a lot of you stand behind your Tide products. Look what they're doing with Tide. Look at the size of the pods that they used to use. Shrinkflation. They're giving you less product while charging you more money. And the only way, family, because we understand inflation is at 9.1%. I mean, as a consumer, there's really nothing we can do about that except contact your congressman. But on the other hand, when it comes to these companies, if they just came out and say, hey, listen, we're going to have to charge you a little bit more for your Tide Pods. We're going to have to charge you a little bit more for your Folgers coffee, but we're not going to change the amount. They're cutting off the snake two-headedly. I want to be vulgar so much. I want to say something so wild and outlandish. YouTube may just strike the video. But basically, you getting fucked both ways. That's just the truth of the matter. That is what's happening, family. They're giving you less product while raising the price. They're giving you less product while raising the price. Free Breeze. Bought a bottle of Free Breeze. Now the new one is 37.5% smaller. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. We got 800 milliliters on the left, and we have 500 milliliters on the right. Storage bags. They went from 54 down to 50. Diapers for you mothers and you fathers out there. They said that the net sales are up 7%, 693 million quarter one profit, yet still feel the need to reduce packaging size by 3.5%. See, think about this. This is what I'm talking about, the greed of corporations and how this is very, very fraudulent, and they're scamming the American people because they don't let you know this knowingly. Because a lot of you're going to recycle your old boxes, right? You're not going to like, oh, let me take a picture of the amount I got in this box, and let me take a picture from month to month to month, and let me go back and let me compare. They know that you're not going to do that. They know that you're not going to compare products from month to month to see whenever they change it. They are literally banking off your stupidity. The list goes on and on and on, family. Different sizes. But again, I really believe that I made my point here for you guys to really recognize and understand that regardless of the product, regardless of the company, you're going to have to look at this through a microscope and figure out what's best for you as well as your family. Because in the long run, things are a lot more expensive. But for them to reduce the product and to increase the size, how can you trust any of these companies? And they understand that they have the American people by the balls. They understand that. They understand that a lot of us, we buy products based upon brand names. We like that brand because we have enjoyed that product. But it's two things I really want you to look at. I want you to look at the quantity of whatever product and or service that you may be receiving. And I want you to look at the ingredients. See, that's the true nature of the beast here. Say, for instance, you go to your local store, your local grocery store, and you're buying your favorite cookies. At one point in time, they were using all natural ingredients. They were using, like I said, like sugar cane. They were using maybe plant-based products, whatever the case may be. And now they have replaced it with fructose corn syrup and artificial sweeteners and things of that nature just to make a bigger profit. And not only are they using artificial, chemically lab-made products, but they are increasing the price and reducing the product. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. Understand what these companies are doing. I'm out.